Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where coins aren't just currency, they're tiny pieces of history. If you're someone who enjoys looking through old pennies or inherited a coin collection and want to know what those old copper coins are all about, then you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about the 1959 D. Lincoln cent, a coin that marked a big change in U.S. coin design and the start of a new era in American numismatics. So, let's talk about what makes this coin so interesting. The 1959 D penny might look simple, but it was actually a major shift for the U.S. Mint. Up until 1958, all Lincoln cents had the wheat ears design on the back, two stalks of wheat curving along the sides. But starting in 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial. That's what you see on the back of your 1959 penny. A large image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with the words United States of America curved across the top, E pluribus unum just above the building, and 1 cent written below. If you look closely, especially with a magnifying glass, you can even see a tiny image of the statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. That tiny detail made this coin pretty remarkable when it was first released. Out on the front of the coin, the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing right. This design had been in use since 1909 and was created by Victor David Brenner. Just above Lincoln's head, it reads, "In God We Trust," with liberty to the left and the date 1959 to the right. Underneath the date, there's a small letter D, that's the mint mark, which tells us this coin was made at the Denver Mint. As for composition, this penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, just like other Lincoln cents from that era. It weighs about 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. This copper alloy gives the coin its classic reddish-brown color, although over time, some of these pennies develop a darker brown patina from oxidation. Now, what was happening in 1959 when this penny was first struck? It was a time of optimism in America. Alaska and Hawaii had just become the 49th and 50th states. The country was enjoying economic growth, and Dwight D. Eisenhower was in his final year as president. The space race was beginning, and Americans were looking toward the future. In this setting, the U.S. Mint decided to redesign one of its most circulated coins, a way to honor the past while embracing the modern era. The Lincoln Memorial design was created by Frank Gasparo, who would later become the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. His work on this reverse was detailed, symmetrical, and meant to symbolize Lincoln's continued presence in the hearts of Americans, not just as a historical figure, but as an enduring symbol of freedom and unity. Now let's talk about how many of these coins were made. The Denver Mint struck an enormous number of 1959 D pennies, over 1.279 billion. Yes, billion with a B. That's why these coins are still so common today, even more than 6 decades later. You can still find them in circulation or in old jars, and many collectors have dozens, if not hundreds, saved up. Because they were made in such huge numbers, most 1959 D pennies aren't worth more than face value, just 1 cent, if they've been circulated and show signs of wear. But don't be disappointed just yet. There's still room for value, depending on the coin's condition. If your coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it was never used and still has that original mint luster, it might be worth 10 cents to $1 or more to a collector. Coins graded MS65 red or higher can sell for $5 to $15, especially if professionally graded and slabbed by a service like PCGS or NGC. There are also some rare varieties and errors that can add serious value. A few examples of known errors for this coin include die cracks, double die obverse, and repunched mint marks. These aren't very common, but they're out there. If you find a 1959 D penny where the lettering or date looks doubled, especially the word Liberty or the numbers in the date, it might be a double die. That kind of variety, if confirmed and certified, can sell for $50 to several $100s, depending on the severity and condition. There's even a famous controversy around a 1959 D wheat reverse penny, a coin struck with the older wheat design by mistake. Only one known example exists, and it is sold for tens of thousands of dollars. While that coin is believed to be an anomaly or possibly even a Mint employee test piece, it adds to the mystery and fascination surrounding this year. So if you think your 1959 D penny is something special, what should you do? Start by taking a close look at it under a magnifying glass. Check both sides carefully, look for any doubling, unusual marks, or strong shine. Then compare it to online photo grading guides from reliable sources like PCGS.com or NGCcoin.com. These can help you estimate the grade and potential value. If it looks like you've got an uncirculated example or you think there might be an error, you might consider sending it to a grading service. Graded coins tend to sell for higher prices, especially if they're slabbed in good condition and verified by professionals. When it comes to selling your 1959 D penny, you've got a few options. You can list it on eBay, especially if it's in excellent condition or has an error. Just make sure to include clear, close-up photos and honest descriptions. You can also take it to a local coin dealer, visit a coin show, or post in coin forums or Facebook collector groups. Places like r/coins on Reddit or Coin Community are full of helpful collectors who can offer feedback and might even want to buy it. But even if your 1959 D penny isn't rare or worth big bucks, it's still a coin worth keeping. It was the very first year of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, the beginning of a design that lasted for 50 years, until 2008. That makes it a great historical piece for any U.S. coin collection, especially for those who are building a full set of Lincoln cents by year and mintmark.so next time you come across a 1959 D penny. Don't just toss it back in the change jar. Take a second look. It's a coin that tells a story about change, not just in design, but in the culture and future of America at the time. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or learned something new today, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with fellow coin collectors. And let us know in the comments, have you found a shiny 1959 D penny or maybe even one with a cool error? Until next time, keep exploring, keep collecting, and keep finding history in your hands, 1 cent at a time.